frost is on the pumpkin, school band's at the tune, duck boots are in season, there's a circle around the moon. All your bells are ringing and you got new clothes for school. Be thinking about you. Now the days they snap like apples, I must be getting high, for the future seems as bright as a clear blue sky, and I'm kicking through the leaves on this autumn afternoon, just a thinking about you. And I know I'm doing better for this high pressure cell, I know I'm doing better, but only time will tell. For when the frost is on the pumpkin, teachers in a room, duck boots are in season, and the band is out of tune, and all your bells are ringing and you got new clothes for school. I'll be thinking about you. And the frost lies in the fields and the camel soup's okay. It's rough out on this gridiron on 3-ring binder day, and all your bells are ringing and you're feeling kind of cool. I'll be thinking about you. And I know I'm doing better for this high pressure cell, I know I'm doing better, but only time will tell. For when the frost is on the pumpkin, teachers in a room, duck boots are in season, there's a circle around the moon, and all your bells are ringing and you got new clothes for school. I'll be thinking about you. Yes, the frost is on the pumpkin and winter's coming soon. I'll be thinking about you. This next tune I'm going to do for you is called The 25th Hour of the Day. And it came about because we just passed through daylight saving time and we got that extra hour. But that's not really how the song came about. And it came about because I was visited by a group of people who had the Awake magazine, and I stumbled with them. They said, have you got a faith? And I went, no. Well, read these books, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks they came back, and the event had happened, and they came back, and they said, have you got a faith? And I had the answer. I said, yes, I'm a 25th hour Adventist. I said, well, how does that work? And I said, well, you know, in the fall, we get that extra hour, and you can use that for prayer or time in the bar. And then, very much like the Christian faith, in the springtime, we lose an hour, very much like, you know, there's great loss. And the young girl was there with her father, said, your bagel's burning, mister. And that was the end of it. So they left. But they never came back. But in the 25th hour of the day, I made my peace. In that time aloud, I unveiled a masterpiece. All the lessons, they were learned, and all the lost had been returned, and all debts were repaid in that glorious hour of the day. And in the 25th hour of the day, I closed my book. And for the first time in many years, I had a chance to look around me. No one calling on the phone. Oh my God, how the boys have grown. But it was not too late in that glorious hour of the day. And in the 25th hour of the day, all was done. No stone was left unturned, no song unsung. Not one lingering might have been, or if I could do it over again, for in that hour over again was easily arranged. And in the 25th hour of the day, all was revealed. And though you may not believe, all wounds were healed. And in that hour when the lost were found, so we walked a higher ground, and there watched the sun refuse to go down in that glorious hour of the day. Yes, in the 25th hour of the day, I made my peace. This one, in a way, is kind of like the real version of that last song. And it's called Chasing the Sun. And when we were in the Arctic, I worked for an expedition company for 27 years. And when I first started going there, we would have 24 hours of sunlight. And we would just go and go and go. We'd get maybe 3 or 4 hours sleep. I was diving with this group of people. And we'd just go as much as we could do decompression dives on 8-hour shifts. And so it was just a remarkable experience. But it was like the earth was on full charge. It was just like, and it excited us. We did eat about 6,000 calories a day just to keep that energy level going, but we did it for about a month and a half. And it's just like, that was the real 25th hour. We were chasing the sun constantly. And the other 25th hour of the day was actually when we were at Diomede Island in the Bering Strait. We could dive tomorrow and come up yesterday. If we did dive tomorrow, we would have been in Russian territory, but it was the border is right on the international date line, so we thought about it. But when we were there, the whole horizon was bristling with the Russian ships. They knew what we were having for breakfast. It was in 1984, and it was at the height of Cold War, and it was something else. Oh, how the body longs to sleep, but the dancing light has come. Pulling on the edge of Ellesmere's Peak, we are chasing the sun. Arctic light on a great white sea, and the day goes on and on. Gunmetal blue, teal blue, green, we're chasing the sun. The sun, we're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. Further and further and further north as the day goes on and on. Sheets of gold on the seeking path, we are chasing the sun. Spirit and light, light in the spirit, we are the fortunate ones to have come so far to look back in time. We're chasing the sun, the sun. We're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. Patterns of blue and light, aquamarine, like a puzzle that is ever undone. Sail on to the Lincoln Sea. We're chasing the sun. Lead me on, for sleep one day will come. For now, Oh, we are bound to be. We're chasing the sun, the sun. We're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. We're chasing the sun. This one comes from northern Labrador, and we live in really unusual times right now. There'll be a couple of songs I do this afternoon. I just wonder in some ways how long I'll be able to keep doing them. In some cases I don't know whether I'm appropriating a culture or if I'm talking about it, or I'm doing something, but I'm making comments on it. So, and we'll, again, I might do a song later on this afternoon in which I did approach Tanya Talaga and another First Nation person about whether I could do the song, and I think that's where it's going. But this song was an observation I had in northern Labrador. I was in Torngat National Park, which is a spectacular place, and I was in the north arm of Saklak Fjord, and there was an Inuit person playing a hoop drum in this U-shaped valley, and it was incredible. It was just, he was, and the drum was the place. And that's where the song came from. But oddly enough, it actually had a flashback for me. And it went back to 1968 when I was at a coffee house in Ottawa called Le Hibou. And I was listening to Muddy Waters, Chicago bluesman. And when he played this one note, the first note he played of the night, he was the blues in that one note. And that's what the drum reminded me of complete unity of music and the place where it came from. So. You are this place where I hear the big drum when raven calls and throat songs from. You are the wind, you are the sky, you are the land, you are this place, you are this place. When grasses sigh through aye songs, time over time, though changes come, will come again. Be not denied. You are this place. You are this place where I hear the big drum when snow geese call and winter comes. The buntings fly. The northern nights bring back the sun. You are this place, you are this place. When the grasses sigh through aye songs, time over time, though changes come, will come again. Be not denied. You are this place. You are this place. When I hear the big drum, raven calls and throat songs strum. You are the wind, you are the sky, you are the land, you are this place, you are this place. When grasses sigh through aye songs, time over time, though changes come, will come again. Be not denied. You are this place. You are this place. You are this place. You are this place. I'll do one more song in this set on this hammer dulcimer. I got this hammer dulcimer in a pawn shop in Montreal in around 1982. And it's been through a lot. It went through a fire. And I sort of learned to play it not in the sort of North American style of hammer dulcimer, but more, there was a guy that had an album out called Days of Radiance. He was, I think, from Iran, whose name was Labrador. And the album had been produced by Brian Eno. And that sort of influenced me quite a bit. But the tune I'm going to play for you, this first one, I wrote it out on the west coast of Canada, just north of Prince Rupert, a place called the Misty Fjords. And hopefully tried to get a little bit of the feel of that place.
Thank you.